Hey man, welcome back to Man Time. Today's episode, I got a new tool on the farm here. This is going to help me with basically everything, finishing out the barn dominium, doing the electrical work, getting the wood stove, chimney, getting that hooked up and everything. I went to a resale yard and they had a bunch of different scissor lifts. Let's talk about today why I chose this scissor lift over the comparable other scissor lifts. Welcome to Man Time. I was in the market for a scissor lift, and where do you go? Marketplace, Craigslist. We aren't buying new here. That's not what happens, right? So I found actually a father-son team a couple towns over, and they basically buy and sell like scissor lifts from rental places. So this one came from, I think it was used at a company called Sunbelt as a rental unit, but he had probably, well, no less than about 15 different scissor lifts. Some were 26-footers, some were 19-footers, some were 20-footers. JLG, Genie, I think were the main two brands. So this one is a Genie 1930, GS 1930. I think JLG had a 1930 model as well, or 1939, something like that. But after looking at a lot of them, using them, testing them, like figuring out which one was right for me, I went with the Genie 1930. And let me show you some of the features on this one that make it different from a JLG, and I think better than the comparable JLG unit from, they're all going to be about 5 to 7 years old is the range I was looking at. So, it's 2023. They were all like 2015, 2016, 2017, and even 2018 models that have been retired from rental places. So, let's look at some of the features on this one that I thought were much better than on the comparable JLG. Alright, so as I was saying, this is the Genie model GS 1930, and Genie is G-E-N-I-E, I think. But basically they all have the same kind of features. They're hydraulic motors driving the two, wheels. They all have these on-road type of tires on them. They're all made to be just on flat surfaces for the most part. I probably would have wanted like a boom lift, all-wheel drive, off-road wheels and all that, but this was in the budget. For about quadruple the price. I could have maybe picked up something that was used and ragged out, but yeah. First thing, like right here, the battery box and the way the batteries are mounted in there. Genie uses these, this is one of the nicer features and something that varied from the JLG models. The Genie has this kind of roll out to the side battery tray, and it's very easy to get in here, change out batteries if you have to, just roll it open. Everything is connected right here. You've got your charging system, everything, accessible, and then you just, push it back in there to close it. And on the JLG models, there's like two little knobs on either side. You twist them, and then this little piece of sheet metal falls out of there. And the batteries are on a tray, just kind of inside the unit. Much more difficult to change out batteries, and just kind of not as robust of a system. Also on this one has a nice set of steps on it. The JLGs I didn't see had that. Another feature here is you can actually have power up at the deck. So there's the charging system there for the batteries, but there's also an outlet up here on the actual platform. And then same thing on this side, you've got these really nice fold-out systems here, so all of your hydraulics are concealed right here in this rollout system. You've got your hydraulic pump right there and motor. You've got a nice big reservoir right here and a filter right there. Now on the JLG models, they actually had all this kind of just on the cylinder itself. It was really janky. Once you put it up, in the air, you can really see the difference on the two of them. This one just has, a hydraulic cylinder that raises the Scissor, and on the JLG it had the cylinder with a built-in pump and reservoir and everything right on it. So this is going to give this unit a lower center of gravity as well. So let's look at the controls on this one. Yeah, so right here is the controls. Now the controls on this one are a little bit different than the JLG. There's a 2-button operation to operate both the Scissor and running it forward, backward, and the tires, turning those side to side. The 2-button system here is this button plus one of these, and that goes up and down with the Scissor. You got the key right here, and that's going to turn it from driving it from the platform to driving it down here on the ground, of course with an e-stop right there. So I don't have the JLG model sitting here in front of me, but that's kind of the difference there. The JLG was like a single button joystick type of deal. So let's look at the console. Super simple controls on this one here. You've got like a turtle mode where it goes slower. I think that automatically sets as well, the higher you go up. Here's the joystick right here. It's basically a 2-button operation to both go forward, backward, and then also steer the machine, where you click the button and then drive forward or drive back, or turn the wheels left, turn the wheels right, or right and left, however you're looking at that one. And then to go up, it's a 2-button operation here and a 2-button operation there. These 2 buttons combined will go up, these 2 combined will go down, and then you've got your standard, e-stop right there with a horn right there, and then you've got an LED display right there. Now I do have some work to do. I need to put this new sticker on there, so I'm going to try that, and I think the best way to do that is with a heat gun and then try to get this old sticker off of there. Let's try that. Okay, we got it heated up here. I think this is going to work out for us. Yeah, heat gun. It's definitely the way to do that. The opportunity to clean around these buttons in here too. Yeah, that comes off pretty easy. It's pretty sun-baked. Yeah, we'll just get some alcohol and a rag and just kind of start going to town here. Alright, we got the surface all cleaned up here. Let's try and get this new sticker on here. Oh, that's warm. That is warm. That should make that. Yeah, that should make that glue set up real nice. Yeah, button placement fine. Yeah, I think that's about as good as it gets. So the next thing we're going to have to do is get the electronics hooked up. I got the console sitting on the deck here, and I think it just runs down through this hole, and then there's a little connector right down here. So as soon as it gets down to a point here, yeah, like that, then I can connect it up. There we go. Okay. What the heck is that? Finding wires spliced together. That's interesting. I don't know what that does. I guess we'll just assume it does nothing for now. And then, let's see here. I think, yeah, there's something that might be fine like that. So let's see here. And then this just hangs on there like that. I was going to put a zip tie around something here. I don't think I'm going to now, though. This one should be zip tied, though. This is our power, and it looks like it was pinched right there. So, yeah. Anywho, yeah. One of the cool things about this too is this platform and the way that it slides in and out to have a extended platform. Pretty cool. But let's see if it's gonna work. There we go. Alright, I got some things ready. GS 1930, 354 hours. So, let's just see. Okay. I guess the key was backwards. Let's see if we can move it forward here. Maybe I have to get up here to move it back and forth. I've got that chain on the front of it here. I need to get that off of it. So it says CH, so I guess that means I'm going to turn the key the other way. Now let's see what it says. Okay, working now. I guess that's one thing to note. If it slams, it must trip some sort of error code. I just hit the E-stop, pulled it back out, and then it started working again. So there we go. Genie 1930 in the barnuminium. Now I can get going on some stuff. I've got a bunch of stuff to do. I can see like spots in the ceiling where they missed a screw, and I've got daylight coming through there. I can get right up there, look at that, seal it up. Put the stovepipe onto the stove, get that all set up, not have to do it, with an extension ladder or something hooked onto the front of the tractor or something else kind of janky, Right tool for the job. All right, that's going to do it for today on Man Time. Get out there, have you some man time too.